rock and roll trucker.
This is the Rock and Roll Trucker. We're knocking out miles, we're eating good, we're rocking and rolling and having a good time. Come along for a ride. Let's see where we can go today.
Good morning. It's Thursday, September 28th. It is 5:14 Eastern Time, 4:14 Central Time, which is where we're headed. We are somewhere in South Carolina. We're about 50, 60 miles from Georgia, I think. Don't know what town I'm in. All I know is I'm here. Getting up. Getting at it. Got some breakfast made up. Got my clothes on. Lucky for you all. And we're about to pull out of here and head for our fuel stop in Augusta, Georgia, and make a book for Florida, Cottondale, Florida. We broke the streak, y'all. We broke the streak. Yesterday we went and picked up a load. It's the load we've got on right now. It only weighs 15,100 pounds. What? We broke the streak, everybody. Man, it feels oh so good. The next one we're picking up after that is going to be heavy again, but we finally got one that doesn't weigh as much as the moon. Ha! Living good on this one right now, y'all. Making some good, solid fuel mileage. The truck is not getting the crap beat out of it. Yeah. I didn't think I was ever going to see an under 40,000 pound load again, much less under 30 or under 20. It might be another 4, 5, 6 months before I see another one if I stay on this gig. But for now, we finally broke the streak, y'all. Now I got to get going. So hop in, buckle up, let's go to Florida. I'll see y'all in a bit. People, look how gorgeous it is out in front of us. We're not on the interstate. We're on a back highway in Georgia, working our way down towards Florida, and it is beautiful out here. Look at that sky in front of me, and look at all that lush greenery around us. And it's after it being so hot for so long, and the weather changing just a little bit, it feels downright chilly outside after having been acclimated to that heat for so many months now. My truck thermometer is showing 60 degrees, and that's cool, but it's not cold. But after it being so hot here recently, man, without having a chance to get used to it yet, it feels chilly, but it feels fantastic. We're into those month or so of time, few weeks or whatever, where you can get away with sleeping at night in these big trucks without even running. You don't even have to run your APU or the motor or nothing like it. You can just crack your vents or your windows or whatever and just cuddle up in the blanket and be as comfortable as can be. Love this time of the year. We're not even all the way into it yet, but we're rolling. We've got tractors and tractor parts in the box right now. We got a literal couple of like small tractors back there, and like I said in that first clip, we broke the streak of heavy loads. This whole thing only amounted to about 15,000 pounds, 15,107 the paperwork says, and I will take that all day, every day. Money isn't spectacular on it, but I'm able to make up some significant difference in my fuel mileage on this thing. Oh yeah, I love it. And after we leave there and drop that off, we got to go pick up another heavy one that'll take us back towards home. But we still broke the streak. I didn't think I was ever going to see anything under 40,000 pounds over here. It's just, that's all it's been the entire duration of working here. That's all it's been. So to get that light one there, oh, that feels great. Man, I wish y'all could see the sun. The sun is up rising behind me right now, and it is just orange, beautiful ball of fire poking up through some just stray clouds, just coming up above the trees behind me there. It is a gorgeous morning. It's a nice, nice day out here. I don't know if we're going to get any weather out in front of us in the direction we're headed, but as of right now, we're going to take what we've got because it is fantastic. I love it. Man, it's a good day so far today. It is a good day so far today. I got nothing to complain about out this morning so far. Hopefully I don't run across anything because we love it. Yeah, how's y'all's morning going? Or evening? You might be watching this at night. I don't know. If you're watching it at all, somebody's watching it. I don't know who, because most of you people will never get in here and comment, and I really wish you would. Like, subscribe, comment. Comments and interaction and thumbs up on the videos and stuff are almost as valuable as the actual subscriptions. The comments and everything, that keeps the algorithm pumping. It keeps the videos showing up in the feed. So yeah, anytime you can get in there and comment, I mean, I don't care, just get in there and just say howdy ho or good morning or good night or anything. It don't got to be a deep, meaningful conversation. Just hit that like and give those comments and just say howdy do. Howdy do. Howdy do, I said the first time. Howdy ho. No, I don't say that to anybody. That's me. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, get in there and just anything. Get in those comments. I would legitimately appreciate it. It's a big help, more than most people know. If you're not running a channel or trying to get a channel off the ground, you might not realize the importance of it, but it is important. But enough about that. We don't want to beat you over the head with that. We want to just continue to talk about the gorgeousness of the scene out in front of us. Look at that. I'm going to do a little bit of hyperlapse here in a little bit. Give y'all just a tiny bit of ride along there with some music there, because this is just too pretty to not be sharing with everybody. Well, I'm going to enjoy this and go do some driving and wait for you all to get in the comments and tell me something good. I'm going to go for a few minutes. Probably more than a few minutes. I'll get back with y'all here in a little while, but I hope y'all are enjoying this scene as much as I am. Some of y'all don't, not everybody is out here, traveling for work, so if you do enjoy traveling and road tripping, but you don't get to very often, I hope you enjoy this view that I provide sometimes here. So enjoy it. I can get off here and enjoy it myself and get back with you in a minute. Y'all be good until I get back. Stay out of trouble. Oh man, y'all, I'm tired now. I'm almost where I'm going. This is taking way too long. I took the through the woods, backwoods route. It looked real good on the map, like it was going to be nice and convenient straight through, and it did not quite turn out that way. And we have burned a lot more time than we thought we were going to burn. No bueno. But we're going to get there. We're about 9 miles out, I think we are. Get these tractors off of here, then we're going to make a beeline for Andalusia, Alabama. Snatch that load up, and we might be lucky to get an hour up the road from there before we run out of time. And yeah, I've been talking to Aaron on the phone there, getting things sorted out as far for the world of the rock and roll that puts the rock and roll in the title of my channel here. We were getting things hashed out. Early bird pre-sale tickets for the 2024 Louder Than Life Festival went on sale today, and we were trying to get that locked in, get our nice. We didn't go this year. That was this month. It was last weekend actually, but we went last year and got like the premium VIP package and had a ball. And we weren't able to go this year, but they just put the passes on for next year up, and we just secured ours. We're going to go live it up at that nice high-end top shelf VIP situation again next September. So the rock and roll trucker was getting some rock and roll things done there. Yeah, we're gonna go do 4 days worth of just live music amongst the other 100 or so thousand people there. And that's more than that. They set the attendance. They've set the attendance record 2 years in a row. They set it again this year, so there'll be a lot of people there. I think it might be their 10-year anniversary or something next year too, so we have no idea who's going to be there, but they have a consistent lineup every year. They bring the heavy hitters in, and if this is indeed the 10th anniversary, I'm not positive if it is, but if it is, it'll be a big one. So we're looking forward to that. We'll have something to hang our hat on and look forward to all year long, and something to drive ourselves to make some extra money for us. Yeah, we're going to go do rock and roll things. I don't just call myself the rock and roll trucker for nothing. I go to the concerts, and I used to travel around the country playing music in bands and stuff like that. It's not just a title, it's part of my life. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We got in, so the passes were already going fast. The RV campsite sold out while she was on there, just in the span of less than a day. And camping, the regular camping, which we got, will go quick too. And then the top shelf VIP we got, those will be gone in a few days, I'm sure. We're glad to get that off. It's an expensive undertaking, and can't really say we should be doing it right now, but it's our gift to ourselves for beating ourselves to death on our respective jobs here. It gives us a little something to look forward to, and it'll provide some great content for this YouTube channel whenever we get there. It's still a ways on down the road, but it's secure. It's locked in. But we're almost there. 6 miles out. I just wanted to pop in for a moment because it's been hours since I recorded a clip. Yeah, them backwoods didn't quite work like I was hoping they would. Next time I'm just going to take the extra mileage and shoot down 95 and hit 10 and come across. I took what it looked like to be a nice straight way through, and it was time consuming. Running into all kinds of delays and some road closures that didn't quite show up on the map, and farm equipment and everything else. Drove hard, but oh well, live and you learn. Seemed like the smart idea at the time. Oh, that's why we got these little computers in our head. I'll file that back for next time and go, no, not practical. I gotta get up here, get this off. I need to do it in a timely manner so we can get up there and get this next one going. But I'll get back with y'all here in a bit. Y'all be good for a little while. Sit tight. I'll be back with you. All right. Got those tractors off, y'all. We got them. It's 3 full tractors with front end loaders, a couple of bush hogs, and some grapples, and a couple of canopies for a tractor. Got all kinds of tractor stuff on there. 15,000 pounds worth. Best load I've pulled in a while. Not money wise, but as far as simplicity and ease. It was very quick to load up. And the people over here where I unloaded it, they were very, very awesome about getting them off there. Shout out to the folks at Tri-Oaks or TTS trailers over there. That was a good, simple unload from friendly, nice folks over there. And I got on the road. We ran down the road to the Loves, needed a potty break, and I was hungry. Man, I drove straight through all the way there with no stop. And well, other than my fuel stop this morning. That was just a splash and go not too long after I left. But I drove pretty much all the way through, and I was hungry. We ran in McDonald's and grabbed some McDonald's. I'm sitting here picking at it right now. McDonald's is not what it used to be. It's not like it was ever a gourmet restaurant, but modern McDonald's sucks. They're putting all the little self-serve kiosks in, and you only get like one person working at the counter. And all the new ones, as they remodel, they're pulling the drink machines out, so you can't go get your own drink. You can't control how much ice you've got or get your own refills or anything. Prices are outrageous. The quality, I mean, again, not that it was ever a steakhouse quality burger, but the quality of their burgers has gone way down. The chicken nuggets the McNuggets are a lot thinner than they used to be. The fries are still basically the same, but overall, there's not a lot of value left in McDonald's, and I don't have a whole lot of trips left to McDonald's in my blood, I don't think. I don't need to be eating that stuff anyways, but it's so quick and easy, and it's like kind of like, just cheap, junky comfort food, when you're in a hurry, tired, don't feel like doing anything. But not a lot of value left there. Man, I gotta be honest with you. We're on the road. We're on I-10 right now, headed west. We're going to jump off in about 22, 23 miles and start heading kind of northwest to Andalusia. Should be a dropping hook when we get there. It'll be nice and heavy, but it'll be what it's going to be. We just got to get that back up to Dalton for tomorrow, and then it'll be time to go home, unless they have me go pick something up for Monday. I'm ready to go home. It's been a long week, even though I just left Monday. It's a long week every week in trucking, I think. Yeah, we're just trucking along. Nothing major exciting happening here. The weather's starting to get kind of cloudy and overcast here. I don't know. Looks like we may get us some rain in a little while. Not as pretty as it was this morning when we started, but still got a little warmer too. It's about 80 now, 81. But not horrible. Fall is trying to settle in. I love it. I'm gonna eat my burger and my apple pie, and catch up and back up with y'all when we get up here and do this drop and hook. I'll be good till I get back. I'll be back in a bit. Hello again from I-65 northbound in Alabama. We are about out of time, and we are trying to milk it up here to the exit 158, where my fuel stop will be when I get up in the morning. I'll just get straight up and get my pre-trip inspection and go to fueling and take off for Dalton. Just try and stay there. There's a Pilot and a Love's there as well as my fuel stop at Speedway, and I'm hoping I can catch me a shower this evening. I would very much like to get back and relax and get myself clean and have a nice relaxing shower before I call it quits and get back up early in the morning and do it again. We're trying to take it easy a little bit too. We're trying to milk this airbag for one last trip. It's hissing pretty good. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell the DOT. They don't need to know about that. Trying to get this load to Dalton, and then we're going to beeline it from Dalton over to the company shop, and they're going to help me out if everything goes right, and get me a airbag delivered from the Kenworth dealership over there and slap it on for me real quick tomorrow. Last thing in the world I need is more money going out the window, but you can't run around for very long with a leaky airbag before it bites you in the butt. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Then all 4 of those bad boys will be replaced, and then we'll wait for the next thing to go wrong. Lord, if any of y'all got a big old extra pile of money, if you're doing so well that you've got extra piles and you don't know what to do with it, you're just looking to get rid of a little bit, I don't even need all your pile. But if you got a little extra, toss it over here and I'll make good use of it. I promise. You won't have to sit there and wonder what to do with it. I know exactly what to do with it. Several things that I can do with it right now to get myself in a better spot here. But I don't figure there's too many of you out there that are doing that well, where you've got that extra pile. But if you are, holler at your boy. It can make use of it for you. And you don't want it all. You just need a little bit. Help my brother out. I don't expect that to happen, but hey, never hurts to throw it out there, right? Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. But yeah, we're rolling right along. We're trying to get up here to the exit 158. We're about to pass the 155 mile marker, so we are getting mighty close. Now we just gotta hope there's a space for us somewhere. We'll try and park at the Speedway over there. They had some parking, if this is the one I remember correctly. And then right across the street, there's the Pilot. I anticipate the Pilot's probably already full, because it's after 6 o'clock in the evening, and you know how solar powered drivers are. Every day they're full. Probably been full for 2 hours. Sometimes you have a little better luck at the speedways and stuff like that when they have parking, but I might be too late still. We might have to create a space. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All I know is when I pull off that exit, I'm pretty well going to be dead in the water for time, and I'm going to need my fuel in the morning. So, we got to make a space. You know how that is. Yep. Oh, how has y'all's day been? Your evening, your morning been? It's not been too bad a one today. As I said earlier, I broke the heavy load streak. I've got another heavy one on here right now, but at least for one load, we got to break the streak and enjoy some good fuel mileage. And got to enjoy not being just maximum heavy. It was a joy. I liked it. I enjoyed it on a haul. It was also those tractors were very easy to load, very easy to unload. The people were glad to have them show up and get them there, and not bad. Then my next one, I got up there to Andalusia. It was indeed a drop and hook, so that was rather painless there too. Got in and out of there, but now it's just a matter of getting us the rest of the way. All right, here's our exit 158. I see that love sign poking up in the sky there. Let's see if we can get off here, go over the bridge to the other side there, and cross our fingers for a spot at either the Flying J, that's not a pilot, that's Flying J, same difference, or the Speedway. There used to be a big difference in the pilots and the Flying J's, and then stupid Pilot Corporation got their grubby hands on the Flying J and fairly well turned them just into a clone of the pilots, which that's what I say about that. Before they got them, a lot of the Flying J's were definitely due for an upgrade. They were definitely due for some modernizing and stuff, but I liked them. They had a little personality to them, a little older style personality to them. They all had a little, albeit they weren't always in good shape. They always had a TV room, and they had their own restaurant. I loved their salad bar and their buffet, and they would stay open late, because us truck drivers do tend to work late schedules, early morning schedules, late night schedules and stuff, and having these little restaurants that close down at 6 in the evening don't really work for a lot of us. So it was always nice having the comfort of the Flying J restaurant. But then after I guess that was not too long after Hurricane Katrina and everything, I don't know, there was, I guess Flying J got themselves into a bad financial spot on oil futures or something like that. They were going to have to shut down, and pilots swooped in, got their grubby hands on them. But they're used to, for all you newer drivers now, there did used to be a big difference in the Flying J's and the pilots, but them days is long gone. But I'm going to quit making myself sound like an old man. It looks like we got some spots over here. I'm going to go get me one, and I'm going to walk across here and get a shower after I get me one. Yeah, get myself clean, feeling good. So I'm going to get off of here. I'll catch back up with y'all when it's bedtime. We'll have a little chat, and I'll see y'all then. Y'all hang out and be good till I get back. Well, hello everybody. I'm all stopped for the evening. Got me a little food in my belly. Went and got a shower. I got over at the Pilot for a little while. Waiting. There was a long line for showers this time. Really aggravating. Ran into an interesting situation. It's getting few and far between to see drivers really socialize anymore. And I was sitting in there in that driver's lounge. Nobody was really talking or anything. Then this older fellow, old hand driver, come in there. You can tell he was a character. He starts cutting up, telling us about himself and everything. And he was entertaining the room there. He was keeping everybody's attention. He'd been driving for over 40 years. I think he might have said 45. But he was on his last trip. He was in there taking his first, he was in there, he was part of the Pilot taking his 10-hour break on his last trip of his career. And he was in there cutting up and talking about things. He asked all of us how long we'd been driving, and I told him I'd been at it for almost 19 years. Another guy next to me, he said, this is my first year. Most everybody was in there pretty new. And this guy had been out there for over 40 years, was on his last trip, and the young guy sitting in front of me, he was on his very first solo trip. It was quite fascinating, that dynamic, seeing a multi-million miler there that's been there and done it all for that many years on his last trip as this guy's coming in the door on his first trip. It was an interesting conversation. It was quite fascinating, and that's the kind of stuff that made going to truck stops interesting. Actually talking to people and hearing people's stories, and it's like it was all different races of people in there, and everybody was a different age. I was kind of in the middle. He was on the the older end. Everybody else was in there was pretty much younger than I was, and everybody's kind of came together like they used to, and it kind of reminded me of when I first started, and when every place still had all the Petros still had the iron skillet, and Flying J still had the restaurants, and there was always the drivers only section with the coffee counter and stuff like that, and everybody would just go in, and it would just turn into a big shit talking free for all with everybody lying out their teeth. There'd be some truth, some real stories in there, but most everybody was just bull crapping and lying out their teeth and just entertaining each other, and just you'd walk out feeling like you knew somebody, that you met some interesting human beings, and in most cases you've had. That was the first instance of it I've seen in quite a while, where everybody wasn't just sitting there. Once the ice got broken, it was pretty cool to see that again. So yeah, it was kind of not a bad day today. Got to haul that light load in. We got pretty easy unload. Got a shower in. The weather was pretty. It's real nice. That brings me to my next subject. That, I was gonna say, I'm called the rock and roll trucker on here, right? So a lot of it, I'm really into music, obviously. I got to thinking today, one of the overlooked perks of truck driving is being able to listen to as much music as you want to, anytime you want to, and podcasts and everything like that, but particularly music. Like today, I was able to just, as I was driving, I listened to all 5 original studio albums by The Police in chronological order today. I'm like, there's not a lot, not every job you can do that. And I was like, and I can do that all day long, every day when I'm in this truck. I'm like, that's a very overlooked perk, being able to enjoy your music just at will and consume as much of it as you want to. And podcasts, I listen to a full 3-hour podcast a day, 5 albums, started on a 6th album before I got here to the pilot, and I was like, that is a very overlooked perk of the job. There's not a lot of perks in trucking anymore. It's not a great industry anymore, but that remains a good one right there. And that'll be my musical recommendation for today too, is just The Police, the band in general. Sting, Andy Summers, and Stuart Copeland. One of the great power trios of all time, one of the great bands of the 80s, and not just of the 70s and 80s, but of all time. They did 5 records over the span of a few years, toured the world multi times over. They hit the peak. They were the biggest band in the world, basically, when they put their last record out. And they said, we've done about all that we can think we can do. We've risen to the top as far as we can rise. And it'll only be, a slow ride downhill from here. And we're done. One of the few bands to ever just voluntarily call it quits at the peak of their fame. Just I can't imagine that, the decision-making process and that, but they're my musical recommendation today. Not any particular record, because they're all good. They kind of take an evolution, but they never stop sounding like themselves across the 5 albums, and every one of them are good. That's my recommendation. Pull up any record by The Police, listen to it all the way through. Yeah, that's it. I've had a pretty good day. I'm going to close this out. If it's whatever time it is where you're watching this, have a good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Like I always say that, because we never know when you're watching, what time it is. And be good or be good at it, no matter what you do in life. And one more time again, I'll give you the great quote from the Red Green, geared towards the gentlemen out there. Fellas, if the ladies don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Think that one over. Well, I'm going to go. I'll catch y'all on the next ride. Y'all be good till I get back. Bye-bye.